Join me as I explore through the Greater Faydark surrounding Kelethin in EverQuest II. This will be a highly edited run-through of my adventures as I begin a new session on the EverQuest II traditional server, Antonia Bayle. If you would like to join me and play some EverQuest II, a good friend of mine, Renfell, has started a guild on this server, and you are welcome to join us. I'll have a link in the description down below for the Discord to Wandering Hermits, where you will find an EverQuest II channel where you can request to join the guild with your toon's name. No EverQuest II experience needed, and this is a free-to-play server. Now remember that we will just be experiencing the wonderful MMORPG of EverQuest II casually, grouping and having fun. Nothing serious. We're not going to be a big raid guild or anything like that. So as I always say when inviting people to come play the game that I am currently playing, this is just for fun to experience this classic MMO, and this is not my guild. I am just an assisting officer. But if you like EverQuest II or have never experienced it before, now is a great time to join in with the community and learn or relearn the sequel to this beloved EverQuest IP. So hit up that Discord in the description below and let's play. Now on to my adventures in the Greater Faydark. Enjoy. First of all, I have never started Kelethin before as my starting city, and I have chosen to be a Froglok Paladin on the traditional server Antonia Bayle. And this lady here, the matron of the nursery of Faydark, has told me about a nasty group of creatures called the Shrumblers. It's time to go teach these guys who is boss, and so I do. I show them that my level 1 Froglok butt is the boss, and then, ooh, shiny. This is something cool about EverQuest II, is that there are these shiny bits all over the world, and each zone has these collectibles that when you want to explore, you can find these and get the full collection of each thing, which causes exploration and mad ADD triggers. So anyway, the matron is so happy that I have rid the Faydark of several Shrumblers that she lets me know there has been some major damage to the flora of Faydark, and she sends me off to do some little quests to save the flowers and protect the Greater Faydark. It doesn't take long though, and I learned that the goblins, or as the Fae call them, the groblins, are causing a mess, and they are poisoning the water source. Well, this just will not do, so I go there and begin annihilating these goblins, and then I realize I can learn their language through these tomes they are dropping, which is another really cool thing about EverQuest II, where you can learn the languages of many of the NPCs. So when you don't know the language, you see all this gobbledygook, and you also can't hear with the in-game voice acting what they're saying. It literally sounds like gobbledygook. However, after you get all the tomes and learn the language, you can actually understand them both with the audio of the game and also with the text in the game. So I figure I'm still helping the Fae and Faydark as I go on a complete grind to kill enough goblins for the drops to learn their language. And I'm not making this up, the language is called Gobblish. Ooh, shiny. I then meet a dwarf whom I totally can relate in a vertical growth kind of way, if you know what I mean, and he asks me to go inside the deep, dark, totally scary cave called Drippy, full of goblins, and some scouts have gone missing inside. It's up to this Froglok to save them, or find their bones, or whatever might happen, so I go inside. Sure enough, the place is infested with goblins, worse than your first D&D campaign, and they're just as nasty as the in-laws on Thanksgiving dinner. And so I give them the old Paladin 1-2 as I work my way through this treacherous Drippy Cave. Open world, little newbie dungeon. I'm having a great time and smiling from ear to ear. I would show you, but my ears are covered up with my headset, alas, so you will just have to take my word that this is a lot of fun. But then suddenly, I find a scout stealthily peering ahead deeper into the dungeon, and he tells me he has found this place as a nesting ground for the evil, despicable, horrible Shrumblers that are threatening the beautiful plants of Faydark and the entire ecosystem of the Faydark, and that they must have a queen somewhere down here. I tell him that I'm basically a pro MMO player, and I will find and destroy this queen. And as I stumble my way through, sure enough, lo and behold, the queen of the Shrumblers. She is nasty, she is big, and she is the first boss I've encountered in this session. I am quite excited as I begin attacking her for the sake of all of the Greater Faydark. My name will be etched in the halls of Kelethin. She falls to my mighty Froglok Paladin might. and I spit upon her grave. I return back to my vertically challenged dwarf friend and tell him what has happened and how powerful I truly am, and he tells me I should meet the Shroombas who live in the Echo caves not too far from here. I travel there, and upon finding it, I really do think the voice acting is quite top notch for these mushroom people, I must say. Have yourself a little listen.
Hello, child of the heavens. I am Morganellus.
And now, before we continue, behold, it is time to hear from our sponsors. Now, I want to give a major shout out to the members of Napalm. I could not do this without you. You are the sponsors of this channel, and I thank you for your contribution, allowing me to keep making videos on MMOs, RPGs, and of course, puppets. If you are interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below. It is greatly appreciated. And a very special shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Tote Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, and Daimlos. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Before long, I am all wrapped up in the politics of the mushroom people, and you will never guess this. It's too unbelievable to comprehend. The goblins have been releasing the Shrumblers in this cavern, home to the Shroombas, and completely making a mess of things. So I do what any good Froglok Paladin would do. I start catching the baby Shrumblers in nets so I can release them in a part of the cave away from the Shroombas. You know how you might have a rodent problem in the living room, so you catch them and release them in the kitchen instead. It's that kind of plan. Totally normal. And then I kill lots of goblins that are digging because, well, quit digging in the Shroombas cave, okay? After all the mushroom drama, I learn of the Crushbone orcs and how they have been encroaching and building camps in the Faydark, and I know a little something about these Crushbone orcs from previous excursions in EverQuest, so I go and begin wiping the floor with them at their camps. Leave this place and do not return, evil orcs. Oh look, climbing. That's right, EverQuest II has climbing, and just look how cute this Froglok looks climbing this tree. And then I take a break from my climbing adventures and go back to slaying some Crushbone orcs, highly anticipating that I'm getting ever closer to getting to see what Crushbone is like in EverQuest II, and that has me pretty darn pumped. During this process, I run across a treant, and I thought he looked cool, so I killed him. Hey, it's an MMO, that's what you do. And then I found out they are actually good guys, and I accepted a quest from one and vowed to never slay another treant till the day I get a quest that tells me to slay a treant. Oh, and check this out. I found Antonia Bayle herself right here on the Antonia Bayle server, eh? And I was pretty excited about that. Also, beautiful area here. Then this wonderful Fey lady asked me to go help some corrupted treants. I thought I could help them during battle. I was wrong, and I accidentally killed another treant. Then I realized I can stand back and heal them, and that's what the quest wanted me to do. So I once again swear to probably never kill another treant, and I saved the treants by curing them of their corruption. I found a really big bear, and I fought him. He was a truly giant beast, and his fur will keep me warm through all of the winter. And that was my adventure in the Greater Faydark. Next up, I head into Crushbone and Crushbone Keep with a group of adventurers, so please stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed my adventure. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And remember, if you want to join us in our EverQuest II adventures, you can check the description of this very video and join the Discord for the guild I have joined. We are on the Antonia Bayle server, which is a traditional server, and it is available for free-to-play accounts, so it doesn't cost you a dime to have some fun with us. Hope to see you in Norrath soon. Oh, and subscribe to the channel, of course. Drop me a like if you enjoyed yourself. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.